Hello, I am Andrew AI here to have a stream with you. Let's have a sloppily good time. Or not. Perhaps scratch that. Hello everyone! Welcome to tonight's chat. It's going to be a lot about Mario 3 because why not, right? Everyone seems to like Mario 3. No, I can't believe the comments on that last video about like, is this AI? And it's like, oh my god, this is what life is going to be becoming. Even if you don't use it, everyone still thinks you're using it. What is the point of anything anymore? But I hope you're all having a great Saturday. Thank you so much for stopping by. Let me know how audio and things sound. I tried to make some adjustments because the music was kind of quiet, but then like also there was some feedback into the microphone, because you might all remember the headphone conundrum I've had. Anything more complicated than this, guys, and it's like it just doesn't work for me. And yet for some reason, I put myself here week after week, day after day. I don't know. I don't know why I do it. But welcome everyone. Thank you so much for stopping by. Christian, I saw you did a $5 super chat there. Thank you so much. That's really kind of you. Crazy stuff lately going on. I had the counter in the bottom. Oh god, gotta get, remembering which side things are on again. Because it was almost at 31,000. And I'm like, just for fun, let's put it back on and we can kind of like see if it hits it by the end of the stream. And then while I'm setting up, it like goes way past it. So I don't know. I don't know. Thank you everyone. Maybe you're even, someone who just found my channel recently and you're watching this. I hope that you enjoy. You probably have no idea what this is all about. You went from watching a video about Mario 3 and some golden mushroom, and now there's some weird guy just kind of standing in front of some cabinets with an NES and a copy of Mario 3. So we'll see how this goes. There are also other things off screen which will be introduced that relate to all this. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. But Christian, NES is back. It had been a few weeks since we talked about NES. I'm just looking over. Okay, thank goodness the microphone was not muted the whole time. That would have looked really dumb and would have really easily proved that I was not AI, because certainly AI would not have been so stupid. But we'll see. Christian, Supreme Cat, Matt Rogers, Real, Chance. Hope you're all having quite a mighty fine weekend so far. Fennec, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Christian again. I'll give that super chat a big ol' heart. I don't know what that does. It looks like people even gave you like thumbs up for your super chat. That's a thing now. Before stream, I went to go like see a setting on YouTube before I started, and it's like, where'd it go? Where'd the setting go? They just moved it like from the middle of the page to the top of it, and it's like, wow, YouTube, thank you so much. I'm sure a lot of effort went into that change, and it was 100% necessary. So thanks for that. But they just keep, now you can thumbs up super chats apparently. And thank you so much, Christian, for that. Really appreciate it. You've been great, Fennec. That's awesome to hear. Having a good weekend. Good, 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 good. There he is, says Matt. YS Bunny. Welcome, welcome. We got Neko. Been a while. Hope you've been well. Hope everyone's having a good night. You happen to scroll onto stream and wanted to say hello. Thank you so much for stopping by. Hope you have been, again, doing really great and always wonderful to see you. Thanks for watching here. Yeah, I don't know. Apparently the Mario 3 Golden Mushroom video has been very well received, and everyone again who's checked that out, I really, really appreciate it. This places us about 69,000 subs away from 100,000. I just need to knock out 69 more banger videos, and it's like, poof, we're there, we're done. No more need to YouTube ever again. Once we get that big old hunk of silver, which they did shrink down in size in like recent years. So it won't be quite the big hunk of silver it used to be, but a hunk of silver is a hunk of silver, if we're being honest here. And of course, it's not all about that. It's about having fun with all you. And again, great to see you all this evening. Yeah, YS Bunny, again, it's all about that Mario 3 video. Again, Mario 3, I'll never understand why. Very, very popular and exciting game to talk about. Who knows? Who knows? Like before I got into YouTube, I never even heard of this. And then all of a sudden it's everywhere. Okay, that's not true. I can see you reaching for the unsubscribe button right now. Fake gamer. No, I love Mario 3, grew up with Mario 3. Could not even tell you the first time I ever played Mario 3. That's how long ago I played it. So it's been a while. It's been in my life for a long, long time. You win YouTube chance. Maybe someday. Maybe someday we'll get there. And I've not heard any complaints about audio levels yet. Again, I tried to raise the game audio a little bit. I'm not hearing like notifications though. And Christian, I don't know if your sub got a, or like your super chat got a notification. I hope it did. The starting soon screen is kind of weird, but when I looked at all the settings, it's like there's no reason it shouldn't have. Maybe I just yap too much. I talk too loud. Can't hear nothing. Again, I used to have a headphone in and like it worked for 1 week, or like an earphone. And then starting with the second week, it just wouldn't work. And then like you Google it on Google. And it's like, well, Bluetooth earphones don't work with OBS. It's like, what are you talking about? It clearly worked last week, and now it's not working this week. Why anybody uses technology, I'll never understand. Something popped up, but I'm not hearing it. Why? So like, unless I'm looking, I mean, I guess I can look here. It says the last notification is that Christian dumped his bank account into the stream. Thank you, Christian, again, for the $5 super chat. We have Edric, excited for this video. Really glad to hear that. I hope it's good. I feel like the last couple of weeks, we have been super serious. It has just been like, okay, guys, we have like a 50 item checklist we gotta get through to print stuff on the Game Boy printer and all that other jazz. I'm hoping this week we can be a little more laid back. It's supposed to be comfy and not like super strict and regimented, but it happens sometimes, I guess. Just Let Me Koopa, welcome. You are very suitably named for the Mario 3 discussion. Maybe I should kind of put that there. Keep putting it down here. All you can see is like a big yellow blob, but you can kind of see Mario. So, I mean, that's one thing to talk about in regards to Mario 3, is that like our Mario 3 was so plain compared to, say, the Japanese one, where ours is like you get a big old yellow box with Mario in the middle, where in Japan, I unfortunately do not have the box, but it is displayed quite clearly on the cover art here, which you can of course get close up and look at as well. They have like a lot of really nice art related to Mario 3 going on, but the cartridge is very yellow, but like the Famicom was so cool for having those different colored cartridges. Want to look at it nice and close? Let's do that just for fun. Get this big old keyboard out of here. I think I'm all caught up on the chat. Again, Let Me Koopa, thanks for stopping by. Hope you enjoyed the Mario 3 discussion here tonight. Edric, I think I had your armor and sword in Dragon Quest 1, Warrior 1. There you go, there you go. Oh, the sub counter, it really feels like this is an infomercial. Buy now before it's too late. Like, did it make a sound? It didn't make a sound, did it? Why? Oh, there's a sound? Wait, what is this sound? Christian! Scrooge McDuck appeared, but no music? I just heard the music. So now we're hearing music for Scrooge McDuck. Thank you, Christian. See, when the stream goes wrong, people start sending more stuff. Thank you. Really appreciate that. Like, that's awesome. Yes. He looks very edgy in the Mario 3 art. So let's do that. If I do that, does that work? Does it work? I think it's working. Okay, so yeah, in the Mario 3 art, he looks freaking awesome. What's the switch I do? So like, if we get like really close, like look how detailed it is. I love you got the different characters here. You even got like Luigi. Luigi gets like attention. On the Japanese art, you got Peach, because of course she's not even like originally kidnapped in Mario 3. She doesn't get kidnapped until after World 7. The whole point of the game up to World 7 is like you're saving the different kingdoms. But yeah, Bowser has like a cape and everything, and like you get all the Koopa kids running down here. It's like so darn cool. It is so freaking cool. But okay, we don't need to zoom in on this because I have something even better. Despite the fact that in North America, we got like the not so great super plain yellow box with Mario flying, which to be honest looks pretty nice. It's clean. It gets the point across. Mario's flying around in this game. And again, I don't have the Japanese Famicom box. But despite the fact that, again, our box was so plain, it didn't stop the Japanese art from making its way onto other things. And here we have a puzzle released back in the day along with Mario 3, where you get a really nice blown up expanded version of the Mario 3 box. And again, on this, don't have to zoom in so close to the cartridge now. And we'll make sure we like go out a little bit. Like, look at this. Like Bowser, he's so cool, man. He has like this cape on and all that. Like Bowser had some style back in Mario 3, which goes completely ignored, I feel like. Like, no one ever pays attention to this anymore. These days, he's just going around naked. That's the style, I guess, in modern times. But he used to actually have, like, a little bit of character. And it's funny because you look at, like, Dr. Wily. He went through a whole cape-wearing phase too. Where'd all the capes go? Where did they go? We gotta bring these capes back, guys. Villains look awesome with capes. And of course, you get all the Koopa kids and stuff. But yeah, so this is a puzzle. And the coolest part about it is that it has the Japanese artwork on it, despite the fact that our cover looks like this, but the Japanese cover looks like this. But anyway, let's unbox Mario 3. That's my spiel about Mario 3 arts. I hope that you enjoyed it. Remember to vote for me in Best Mario 3 Spiel. Hi, Ruin. Dude, so great to see the new setup. At least this is your first time seeing it. Thank you. Yeah, we've only been doing this for a few weeks. And quality varies week by week as I try to tweak and adjust things. And it may or may not look okay. But no one has said that we look absolutely terrible this week yet. But maybe they're just being kind. I don't know. But thank you, everyone. No capes, says Wise Bunny. But she's wrong. I mean, it depends on the situation. I mean, I guess Bowser. Does Bowser fly? I mean, not really. Like, I guess if he has the raccoon power up. But like, if you're not flying, I guess you could still stand too close to a turbine. But capes are cool for the style reasons alone. Ignore all that and wear your darn cape. They are awesome. But here we go. I forgot Iggy has Lemmy's haircut in Mario 3. Yeah, the arts are kind of weird. The consistency and all that back then. Iggy had Lemmy's hair until Superstar Saga. You're not counting the unused sprites for Super Princess Peach, says Supreme Cat. Yeah, the Koopa kids could not stay consistent. And don't even bring like the Super Show into it. Not the Super Show, the Mario 3 show we talked about last week. Yeah, I guess I got my my Mario 3 VHSs out too early. Because this is the Mario 3 stream. I guess I should bring them out just for fun. My childhood Mario 3 VHSs. And I did confirm after, so this is like the World 1 one, this is the World 3 one, naturally with the frog suit. There was a desert-themed one, World 2, it's like Mario and the Mummy or something like that. And there was even a 4th one, which I guess could be attributed to World 4, but yeah, Mario 3 show, oh my god, VHS almost coming out the bottom. This is a VHS. I'm not gonna do the whole patronizing thing where it's like, have you guys ever seen a VHS before? Oh my gosh, we used to watch these back in the day. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna assume you're all just as old and crusty as I am. No, not even that. You can be like, whatever, and everyone knows what a VHS is, right? Right? Tell me you do. But okay, everyone. Salty Squids 99 and 35. Do you mean Super Mario Advance for Super Mario Bros. 3? We are gonna be talking about that a little bit coming up as well, of course. Mario 3 has gone through mini versions and re-releases. So much to talk about when it comes to Mario 3. But Neko, you gotta go cover someone's shift at work tonight. Thank you so much just for dropping by. I hope you have an absolutely great one, and I really appreciate you saying hi. Seen that VHS before. You had plenty of tapes as Wise Bunny. There we go. VHS hype. Now, they're neat, but like obviously the quality's not gonna live up to your DVDs or like especially your Blu-rays and like your 4K, 8K, 72K, 2K5, whatever it is these days. But you know, there's still need to kind of go back to from time to time. What's a VHS says real? Is the NES sealed? It's not. It's not. So here's the thing. We're going to be unboxing this. We're going to be talking about the NES challenge set a little bit later on the stream. We're going to open this up and I'm going to show you some kind of neat things about the challenge set. Where of course it comes with the NES, your 2 controllers, your Mario 3, but like what makes it kind of unique? We're going to see that a little later on. Again, we haven't even unboxed the game yet. We've been yapping for a little bit here. We're going to get to it. We're going to get to it, I promise. Because you know, I'm sure no one's ever seen what the Mario 3 cartridge looks like before. We got to get to it. Sealed NES would probably be expensive nowadays. Yeah, in terms of like the console itself, you don't see like too many sealed ones. Games as well, of course, you know, sealed anything from back then is kind of hard to come by. Hello, Sangre del Sancho. Casually finding out you are streaming after watching the Golden Mushroom video. Well, thank you, everyone. Again, it's just so kind of everyone who's been watching that, commenting. I've been doing my best to reply to as many comments as possible. It's tough, but again, it means so much that people take the time to watch and comment. So the least I can do is reply, and I have a lot of fun with that too. It's just great to communicate and connect with everyone. And I'm so happy that everyone's been enjoying that video The eWorld e-reader stages are fun, Salty Squids. Oh, we have played those, I think, a couple times on the channel now, and I'm a big e-reader fanatic. There's definitely going to be a stream in the future, similar to this one, where we actually like hook up an e-reader and we're gonna scan some cards and see how all of that works. Last week, we actually hooked up a Game Boy camera and printer and printed photos from the camera, as well as some other stuff from some other games, and that was a lot of fun. So if you want to go back, you can see that stream as well, and there's also edited versions of the streams that come out on Wednesdays. The editor's been doing a great job on those, and thank you to everyone who's been watching them. But yeah, hope everyone is doing well. We got Vicky Rolo. We'd better be spending at least an hour discussing whether the original NES version or the All-Stars one is better. So here at the Comfy Classic Chat, we kind of don't get too like, it's like, you know, what's better, what's worse. We kind of just try to, you know, everything is a fun time. But no, I hear what you're saying. I get a lot of comments about if the SNES one or the NES one is kind of, you know, the preferred way to play. And the SNES one I thought was so cool. Well, as someone, again, who grew up with this one, I thought that the Mario All-Stars was really neat. But it does lose some of its character, as of course we looked at in some of the shorts on my channel recently, where there's some underground areas with like some green color palettes and the orange, where in the Super Nintendo version they pretty much all become orange, except for World 6, where the cave levels actually do have more of like a blue icy palette. There's still like green, which is kind of strange, like it's grass, but it's a cave, but it's icy, and who knows exactly what's going on. And then there's some other things, of course, like, you know, the background where you can't tell where the invisible blocks are anymore, so, you know, there is a lot of reason to play the NES one still. It just has, you know, kind of a vibe that gets lost in all the remakes for sure. The real answer is Mario Advance 4. Mario Advance 4. I was gonna save this for later, but I guess I'll bring them out now. Here is the strategy guide for Mario 3. We look at this like every couple of weeks just because it is such a darn awesome strategy guide. And here is the strategy guide for Mario Advance 4. It's like little baby size to go along with the Game Boy Advance. It's so cute. And it even has that, you know, Mario 3 Japanese kind of art on the cover, which is really neat. I guess, you know, pocket size, you could carry it around with your Game Boy Advance SP. But yeah, everything about this version is amazing, with the exception of course, the screen crunch you got to deal with on the Game Boy Advance. There's a couple like weird oddities that they made in Advance 4 as well, like adding some extra blocks around where they weren't in the original. Never really understood that, but here we are. And of course, the voices, just what I needed. Hi there, Clacka Boy. Are those gloves museum quality grade to keep your impressive? Well, thank you so much. That is the point. So my like, you know, disgusting hands don't get all over the pristine boxes. You know, the boxes aren't always pristine, and the hands are not as disgusting as perhaps fabled, but just to be safe. I like wearing the gloves when we're kind of handling everything. But thanks for stopping by. Really hope that you enjoyed the stream here. Mario 3 was already screen crunched as it is, says Wise Bunny. In a way. Of course, the worst screen crunch ever is like Mario Deluxe. I think I keep missing things. What do we got here? We got Sean subscribed. That could have been a long time ago. But Sean, thank you. Thank you so much, Sean. Yeah, the NES Game Atlas that had Mario Bros. 3 and the guide as well. Yes, it did. Yeah, there's the Mario 3 Atlas, and there's also, or the NES Atlas, and there's also a Mario All-Stars book, which came out and just featured like all, the 4 games on that. So that's pretty cool too. But we're gonna be reading a lot of this stuff. I had an order in which I was going to introduce all of these things, and I've just been kind of pulling it all out and not paying all that much attention to the order I had previously planned. Maybe we'll move some of these things out of the way. Kind of like this. Let's unbox Mario 3. You've never seen what Mario 3 looks like out of the box, I'm sure. So, actually, I guess before we unbox the box, here I just put everything in front of where the close-up cam is. Let's look at the Mario 3 box. There's some really interesting things to see about it. If I click this, hopefully that does that. Something like that. And if I adjust that a little bit, okay, looking good. Here's the Mario 3 box. It says Super Mario Bros. 3. Amazing. It says the biggest, most exciting Mario Bros. Yet. Is that true? Would we agree with such a statement? Chaos with the order is fine, Fennec. Yeah, as long as we're all having fun. And I really hope you are. Again, thank you everyone who's watching. You just subbed? Just let me Koopa. Well, thank you. Thank you so much. So I have both Mario 3 cartridge variants. Oh, like the Super Mario 3 Bros. No, I don't think I have that one. But what we can look at is the back of the box, where the screenshots are super interesting. Did the music keep going? The music is still going. If we zoom in here, we see that this is not looking like the final World 1 map in Mario 1. Normally, the lock kind of comes down the side here. The spade game is over here. They actually included beta screenshots on the back of the Mario 3 box, which is really neat. And another odd thing is it says Mario in the HUD down there, where the bottom screenshot actually has this correct, where it's supposed to show world number, and then it's just like M representing your lives. But these two screenshots show early beta times when it still said Mario, like the full word with an X, and then lives. And this is also, wait a second, and this is also a stage that never went used in the final game. We have like parabeetles mixed with sort of the grassland. So it's neat when stuff like that makes it onto the back of the box. It's not the beta version of the game. This was like, a widely available distribution of it, but it's funny that, those kind of things made it onto the back there. Super Mario Brothers 4 says real. No Mario World tonight, but you never know. I've been trying to say for a while, Salty Squid. Oh, sorry, what am I, if I'm missing your, there's another variant that's Bros on the left. Oh, left Bros, yes, yes, yes. Yeah, that's not this one today, but that is cool that that variant's out there. It's the last numbered Super Mario game. You wish they had kept numbering them for future titles. So again, in Japan, they did actually put 4 at the end of Mario World, which is really cool. Do I see it real quick? Can I grab Mario World for you in Japan, in Japanese? Let me just kind of rip some things off the shelf here. It's not here, I don't think. Where is my copy of Super Mario World? Like, we got a bunch of SNES here. Let me just have a look down here. It's not there. Is it here? Maybe, maybe. It could also be over there. You never know. But yeah, on the front of Mario World, it actually does say, oh, here it is. Here it is. It does actually say Super Mario Brothers 4 on the Japanese box and on the title screen. So why they removed that in... Hey, I can actually hear and see that. Thank you so much, Jenna. Hope you're having a great night and enjoying the stream. Thank you so much for stopping by. So, keep going, zooming out. There you have it. Super Mario Brothers 4. Super Mario World. But in the West, we weren't good enough to get a number at the end of ours for some reason. Matt, we did not stream on Thursday. This week we just streamed on Tuesday. But thanks for wondering. Again, thanks for stopping by tonight. Yoshi's Island is Mario 5 and Mario 6 is Mario 64. There we go. Now, Yoshi's Island was actually going to be subtitled Super Mario Bros. 5 at one point. Interesting. The subtitle was removed but came back in the form of Mario World 2. Well, I mean, it's weird because in Japan, Yoshi's Island doesn't even have the subtitle Super Mario World 2. It's like they only put that on there again in the West because they thought, I guess, no one's gonna buy a Yoshi game if it doesn't got Mario in the title, something like that. Something like that, I guess we'll never know. But anyway, that is the Super Mario World tangent. Hope you enjoyed that. Let's get this box open here and we can actually have a look at what it was like to open up your copy of Mario 3 back in the day. Japanese version is basically hard mode Super Time Brother. Yes, because in the Japanese version, of course, taking a hit takes you right down to small Mario, regardless of which power-up you have. So there's some things like that in there, which make it a little bit more difficult. But okay, here it is, everyone. Something you've never seen, the Mario 3 cartridge. Oh man, the hours and hours and hours spent playing this. But you can't go wrong with Mario 3. Just such a good game, and that's why there's just so much to talk about in that regard, and why it's kind of been such a thing on the channel for a bit now, because it's like it never stops. Once you go down the Mario 3 rabbit hole, it's like it kind of just never ends. And what else we got inside the box here? Let's have a look. All right, you gotta of course have the classic Nintendo Power advertisements, and there's a lot. There may be more in this box than is actually supposed to be inside this box. I'm seeing this. Let's go through it all. I suppose, one by one. One thing you, of course, always get inside your NES game box is they really, really, really wanted you to subscribe to Nintendo Power. And coming up, we are going to be looking at some Nintendo Power, so that sounds fun. Stay tuned. You don't know why Nintendo made 2 versions of Super Mario Bros. 2? Just let me Koopa. So last, or I think it was 2 weeks ago now, we actually unboxed Super Mario Bros. 2, or like Super Mario Bros. USA. And you got kind of a weird thing going on there. Some prototype footage. What's my favorite Koopaling? I mean, Lemmy's great. You can't go wrong with Lemmy for sure. I love Mario 3 and Mario World. You've been collecting variants and ports of them for years. Yes. Oh man. Oh man. Might be kind of tough to get to right now. One of the weirdest things I probably have is like the Korean version of Super Mario World. I have 2 Korean games and like 1 Korean accessory. I have Solomon's Key for NES, Korean version, Korean Mario World, and Korean Game Boy Player in the box. Odd, I know. You really miss the Nintendo Power days. Oh my gosh, Nintendo Power was so fun. Again, we're gonna be talking more about Nintendo Power soon. Like, look at this. This like folds open, and they try to give you like a bit of a hint in here. It's like, this is what you could get more of if you subscribe to Nintendo Power right now. And look at this. You want Zelda maps? Well, you better start buying those Nintendo Power back copies. So, you know, NES games would usually include that. Look at this, guys. Look at this in the box. Somebody made their own cards to help remember the Mario 3 match game. That's awesome. Like, this is what you had to do back in the day. If you didn't have the strategy guide, if you weren't subscribed to Nintendo Power, this was the way you had to remember your Mario 3 match game combinations. That's so cool. I think it's so neat when people, you know, made those, kept them in, you know, maybe you're watching right now when you made these. You know, they're in good hands. I plan to take good care of them. Very helpful. Just let me come. Isn't that cool? No Convoy consoles, unfortunately, Super Tom Brother. Hope you're doing well. Everyone excited for the movie coming out in a couple days. Isn't it crazy? Again, the fact it comes out April 1st, it's like, how do you take anything serious that comes out on April 1st? I don't know. But yeah, so that's pretty cool. Again, danger, don't open. I wonder what it could be. Oh, another advertisement for Nintendo Power. Look at that. Ooh, preview of something we're actually gonna be looking at in a couple of minutes. This one probably belongs in with Mario 3 then. Because Mario 3 came out in February 1990 over here in the West. And it's funny because this issue of Nintendo Power is actually like, I think the March-April one, which we are gonna look at. So again, spoilers. Here's some tricks from Mega Man 3. Again, they always kind of tried to entice you by showing you some tricks. And look at this, another one. Warning. Playing Super Mario Bros. 3 without reading this may be hazardous to your game. So actually, this one probably came with Mario 3 then. And what have we got in here? Oh my gosh, they're just spoiling how to get the whistle. So look at that. Mario 3 actually came with a thing that showed you how to get the whistle at the end of World 2. And even the one in World 1. So the only one they're leaving up to you to find is like the Fortress one, which is pretty crazy. But yeah, subscribe to Mario 3 today. Well, that looks a little bit different than the final one did. So the Mario 3 strategy guide, it's like very obviously this is like inspired by this, but like it's different. And like it's almost like they kind of wanted to make it out of clay, as was a thing they did for many of the covers back in the day, but then they didn't. So I don't know. They never went through with that. That's kind of interesting though, which they showed in the Wizard. Yeah, that's right, they showed the whistle in the Wizard. You really despise the fortress in World 8 that's amazed the Supreme Cat. That's a fun one, but it's tough. It's very tough. But beep boop for subscribing, thank you. Hope you're having a great night. The advertisement can be dangerous. Exactly, don't open it. Don't open it. And then after that, we get the manual. Oh my gosh, I read through the Mario 3 manual so much, like you don't even know. Like even like before I could read, I just liked looking through it and seeing the pictures of like Mario doing different things. You got the Koopa kids in there. Looking at the screenshots, it's like, you never know. It's like, oh my gosh, you know, is there something I can discover by looking at one of the screenshots that I haven't seen in the main game? You know, it can like reveal what's going on. Like, oh my gosh, all these items. It was just so fun. Like the manuals were great. You know, I hear so many stories of people, it's like, oh, you know, I'd read the manuals on the way home from getting it at the store and be ready to go when I got home. I like how they gray out the screenshots, starting with World 4. It's like, they're not gonna spoil that much of the game. You we're going to try and kind of, keep things a secret. But if you really squint, you can still see what they're showing. But like, it's not as clear, which is pretty neat. There's 2 warp whistles for World 1. Yes, yes, indeed. And then the one at the end of World 2. And then World 6 and 7 are still kind of great. And World 8, they don't show you nothing for that one. But, it's just so fun. And then, of course, they got to show all the enemies and such. And then another postcard where you get all subscribed to Nintendo Fun Club News there, which again, this might not belong in here because this would have been like before Nintendo Power, right? But that's a bunch of stuff that came bundled in with Mario 3, which is really cool. So there you go. We unboxed Mario 3, and this will be relevant again later when we look at another copy of Mario 3 that will emerge from something we check out in a little bit here. Exactly, World 4, we want them to be surprised when everything ends up being giants. Yeah, Mario 4. No, Mario 3 had such fun world themes. Like, Mario 4 is an amazing game. I absolutely love it, and ROM hacks of it, like, blow everything away. But compared to World 3, or Mario 3, where you had worlds with such distinct themes, it kind of gets lost a bit in Mario World, where you have like Yoshi's Island, which is like, okay, it's grassy outdoors. And then you have Donut Plains, which is like, okay, it's grassy and outdoors. And you get Vanilla Dome, which is underground. And that's one place where, Mario 3 did not have an underground world. So that's pretty cool. And then you get World 4, which is kind of like Bridge World, which, okay, that's still pretty cool. 5 is forest. 6 is outdoors again, but everything's brown. And then 7's back is, underground again. So it doesn't have like a pipe land. It doesn't have a giant land, a sky land. So it's missing out for sure a little bit compared to Mario 3, but they're both so good. I would never like sit here and be like, we gotta pick the best one and the other one right to the trash. Maybe next week, but not this week. Mario 5 says real. You like taking the warp whistles and replaying Worlds 5 and 6. However, I don't play the World 6 airships. So yeah, you can do that. It's funny. You kind of just, beef yourself up. But once you've hit 99 lives, but I guess you could be like, keep going with the score. We're gonna turn the close-up cam off for a second here. Give it a break. It did blow up a couple of weeks ago. I think because we used it for like 75 minutes straight. But again, I hope you're all having fun tonight. Thanks again for stopping by the Mario 3 chat here, where we've been like this way and that way and like every other way. But we're working on it. We're working on, again, getting back to the topic I had at hand here. So I think we were going to talk a little bit about this guy. Let's clean up a little bit. There's going to be a big reveal at some point that like the Game Boy Advance one is really small and tiny, but that's been ruined now. So hope you guys don't mind that the surprise is over. It was over before it even began. And again, I think this puzzle is really neat too. Do you guys want to put together a Super Mario Brothers 3 puzzle? The pieces like aren't that small, thankfully. So like, you can kind of make some good progress on that. It's 60 pieces. I would hope I could figure out a 60-piece puzzle. Hi, Carbon Spire. Hope you're having a great night. Thanks for stopping by. World 4. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, join the Nintendo Fun Club today, Mac. Exactly. What else can we do here? Let's kind of try to tidy this area up a bit. You can kind of see me a little bit there. At least it looks like everything's working today. You got the bubble chat on screen. Hopefully all is well. Again, if there's any issues, let me know. I try my best to run a right ship here, but sometimes things blow up anyway, and it's like there's nothing we can do. So I'll move these to the side, go over there. So yeah, going back to the Mario 3 strategy guide, we've looked at it before. It is such a fun book though. Like you had to have this back in the day, and it tells you all sorts of different secrets and things. But of course, one thing that we looked at recently was the World 5 Golden Mushroom. Again, thanks everyone who watched that, and maybe you're even watching this right now because you found my channel through that. We stream multiple times a week, shorts every single day, and videos pretty much every Friday and Wednesday. Again, the condensed version of this. You never know when other days you might see it too. But yeah, World 5's, Golden Mushroom, and this book does not mention anywhere about like the individual special Hammer Brothers stages, which is too bad. But again, I uploaded a short today, where if you want to learn about, again, where you can find like the special ones with power-ups, if that interests you, check it out. Stay tuned for Puzzle Thursday, says Fennec. Oh boy. Used to always warp to World 4 as a kid, but once you had the GBA port, you beat it 100% on the regular Super Tom Brother. Nice. Hope the puzzle pieces don't break. Yeah, exactly. Thankfully, you know, they're hopefully in good shape. Hopefully everything is good. I probably have that magazine mentioned Carbon Spire. We need to know if I like mustard. Mustard's fine. Do I put it on things that like don't already come with it? Not really. But like if a burger comes with mustard on it, I'm not gonna be like, get it away from me. I'll eat it. So it's one of those things like if it's there, it's there. If it's not, it's not. It's mustard. Hopefully that was a good answer. I don't know if there's some alternate meaning to what you were discussing here, but that is that. So when it comes to Nintendo Power, of course, issue 1 is very famous. You get the whole like clay Mario on the front, except with the massive blunder that he has a blue hat. Like this was still back during his, I guess the blue overalls were like, you know, the modern version's blue overalls. If he started with red overalls. I made a short about that too, where in the old days, he had red overalls with the blue shirt, and now, as we know him, he has the blue overalls with the red shirt. And that changed around like the Mario 2, Mario 3 days. So they actually went with his like, you know, more modern design here with the blue overalls. But then somehow they accidentally gave him a blue hat as well, which like looks so wrong. It's so wrong, but it's on the front of Nintendo Power issue 1. Jay Delark and Griftrix76. Thank you so much for subscribing. Hope you are having an absolutely wonderful night and enjoying the stream. Mustard mayo, horseradish, this is the question. Whatever comes on it. Whatever. I'm not too picky when it comes to what comes on the food, but I'm not like too much of a condiment guy if it doesn't just come on it by default. I'm kind of plain. Is that obvious? Maybe, maybe not. I just eat things as they are. Does the first Nintendo Power include the Infinite 1-Up trick and the Minus World? So it's mainly known for like having like, what's it called? You know, like the Metroid map and the Zelda map, Second Quest map and all that. Why I bring up the first issue of Nintendo Power though, as much fun as it'd be to just like stop, drop, and read this whole thing, I wanted to mention that much less noted when we're thinking about the nice clay kind of, you know, design that they do on the front of the magazine is Mario 3's is like super cool. You get like Mario flying there, you get the Angry Sun, you get Chain Chomp, you get all the guys on your Mario 3 cover there. And that's what I wanted to focus on today. So we've given the close-up cam a little bit of a break. Let's get up and look at that a little bit too. So here we go. Zooming out just a little bit. So again, like you know, this has been referenced and talked about a million billion times, but this one too. They kind of, you know, again, figured out the colors by this point a little bit later, but still a very, very nice cover. And so we can compare that to this guy here. There you go. So let's open it up and see what they had to say about Mario 3 in the March-April 1990 issue. So again, Mario 3 came out February 1990 in North America. So this was like a month or two after that. Oh my gosh, just let me Koopa. We just kind of discussed that. They both are like awesome in their own way. Mario 3 I think has the world theming down really well, and the gameplay is just all around great. Mario World I love too. Introduces things like, you know, the bigger world map and secret exits, and you know, it's a lot more exploratory based, which is cool. They're both great for sure. No problem, Let Me Koopa, no problem. Saw Mario in the first edition, and Waluigi was born, Chance? I like that, I like that. But here you go, here's your Super Mario Brothers 3 coverage. Back in the day. He's back, and the fun's about to begin. Like, I just love, you know, when they would show like all the power-ups you can find. You know, shows how different things work, like toad houses and the spade game. And of course you get like maps of the levels down here. Can you even see that? Maybe you guys can't even like really see that. Spoil, like not letting you see the bottom here. Like, I think that's probably the same map that just comes out of this guide. So like they had it done, and then they would just like stick it in Nintendo Power as well. So like, look at that. And look at that, it's literally the same map. But I mean, you're getting the preview of it here. Of course, if you had a subscription to Nintendo Power, like this was coming your way pretty much next month anyway, I think. And we flip that, and gives you a little bit of a rundown of all the different levels in World 1, which is pretty cool. And even World 2, so like they're really telling you all you need to know about the early stages of the game here. Mario Madness Carbon Spire, exactly. There are actually a few alternate exits in Mario 3. Indeed there are. Made a short about that one as well, but when I think secret exits, more like alternate paths and things, as we see in Mario World, which are super cool. But no, I do appreciate the times that Mario 3 did have a bit of secret exits and stuff as well. World 3, 4, I like the names. Island World, Land of the Giants, Cloud Castle. That's a really funky name. Like, look at the background here. Like, is that supposed to be the Cloud Castle? Like, look at this tower rising into the sky. We usually call it like the Spiral Tower, right? But I like that. That was just such a cool idea for a world. Winter Wonderland, Tube City. Like, they used to be called tubes. Growing up, my mother called them tubes. That's not a terminology you like ever hear anymore. But back then, tubes was the thing. And calling the NES like regular Nintendo was another one. You never hear that one anymore either. But there's some old-timey gaming terminology for you. And there's a ROM hack that uses these names, Wise Bunny, that's cool. I love how they said in 1-3 that the level has a secret, hinting at the Warp Whistle a chance. Yeah, that's cool. Again, just like, let's go back then. Let's have a look at 1-3. This world has a secret. There you go. Exactly, there you go. High pressure situation. Boom Boom's mini fortress. So it is supposed to be ice. Isn't that funny? That like it's not an ice world. It's not even slippery, but it looks icy, and I guess that implies it really is supposed to kind of be like an icy cavern, which is strange for World 1. I guess if you climb up high into the mountains, that's what happens. Mario 3 is undercredited for framing the expected sequence of worlds in a Mario game. It really is. Oh my gosh. Look at New Super Mario Bros. It couldn't stop doing like desert second, water third, forest/giant fourth kind of thing. Hello, Fox Mulder. Saw a video yesterday about a golden mushroom in level 5. The setup required to get it is bonkers, says Fox. That was actually my video. It's been, there's a phantom out there at this point. But thank you. I'm so glad that you saw that and enjoyed it. And we're talking about some real-life Mario 3 stuff today, just to kind of supplement that. But thanks for watching. Again, thanks for following, and thanks for checking out all the stuff. So glad again that everyone enjoyed the Mario 3 video. Silent Service, Pinbots, A Boy and His Blob. I remember when I played A Boy and His Blob, I was expecting like this massive map. This is it. I mean, okay, it's a little more for the end game, but like I was expecting this to be like 4 times the size. It's actually so super small once you kind of get into it. Oh my gosh, you got Howard and Nestor in volleyball here. This is like Kings of the Beach or something, probably, or Super Spike V-Ball. There we go. You got Wrath of the Black Manta. So much stuff. Astyanax is like a super weird one. Let's see what else we got here. We got previews on games coming out. Pages are like all stuck together here. So we got like a Dragon Warrior adventure where like you pick your thing, and it's like if you pick this one, turn to that page. And if you pick this one, turn to that page. So you can kind of play that, or you could just play Dragon Warrior. It would probably make a little bit more sense. We got a big old Game Boy advertisement. That's the coolest part about back in the day, is that yes, Nintendo Power in of itself is like a massive advertisement for Nintendo games, but there were no other ads. It wasn't until like Super Nintendo comes out that you start seeing more ads for whatever mixed in. But back then it was like pure NES and Game Boy games, cover to cover. No like grandma's toenail clippings in the bottle or whatever. And I bring that up because we're gonna talk about something that's a reference to the Angry Video Game Nerd Nintendo Power video. And it's funny because we have something coming up that also is in that video. Just weird stuff. You heard Dire Docs? Just let me Koopa. Oh, here we like our Dire Docs here at the game display. So big, says Carbon Spire. You hated that the spiral clouds aren't in the SNES port of Mario 3 in the sky, right? Like, yeah, you end up missing a lot of those kind of unique background elements for sure. All right, what else do we got here? Look at all the different hints you can get. We got like Abadox is great. Got some baseball going on. Battle of Olympus is great. If you've never checked that out, it's a lot like Zelda 2, so it depends on if you like Zelda 2. You got Rescue, Counselor's Corner, Dragon Warrior. Where's Erdrick's armor? There we go. That's how you find Erdrick's armor, everybody. Kind of a little bit of a hidden thing there. You better be strong before you head to that town. Your friend had Nintendo power, but you applied to the game, says Carbon Spire. I'm hearing Dire Dogs, GamePro magazine. And we oh, that's cool. That's cool. GamePro magazine was pretty rad. I had a subscription into Nintendo Power at one point, but I would still like sometimes pick up other magazines and read them. I'm trying to think. There's a magazine that's kind of cool. Is it here that I can grab it and just show it to you, or is it hidden away, mixed in with all the other ones? Let me duck down here, have a little bit of a look. I'm not. Okay, I have some GamePro here. GamePro, Game Informer, a little bit different. Yeah. I definitely need to show all you guys that at one point. That seems to be mixed in with all the other magazines at this time. But there's some cool, cool issues of GamePro and other ones out there. And it's cool to kind of get the other perspective, because of course Nintendo Power is going to be like a little bit biased, maybe. I mean, they're usually pretty good, but it's cool to see the other perspectives as well. Legacy of the Wizard, Shadowgate, River City Ransom. A lot of these we played on stream. Punch Out. Bad Dudes, Hide Guys, Mega Man 2. Just, Nintendo Power was like cover to cover. So exciting to read through back in the day. Was there anything else in this issue I wanted to share with you? Oh, like, look at this. Got like a thing about Howard Phillips there. The NES Achievers. So before you could go on the internet and brag about all your achievements, you had to send it into Nintendo Power. And they'd publish it here. Like, where's a good one? Actually, I want to look at the front of the book and see what like the popular games at the time were. Someone maxed out the score in Mario Brothers, Mega Man, when Mega Man had a score. Look at he was like 2,000 points short of having it maxed out. How does that happen? Or I wonder if like it's just the photo wasn't clear and they thought it was a 7. So all because of that, Mason, totally not as good at Jess in Mega Man, but we'll give them both the clear. Look at this, it shows how to kind of take a picture of your screen back in the day, set that camera up on top of some books, and record your screen of Mario missing the one up in the first level of Mario 3. Let me see if I can zoom in on that for a second. Like, is that what you guys want to take a picture of in Mario 3? Funny stuff. Once you know the route, Zelda 2 isn't that hard, but Mario 2J is always tricky, man. Yeah, Mario 2J can get pretty funky at times. Mom got you a subscription to Nintendo Power as a kid, and we got a Donkey Kong Country exposed preview VHS tape in the mail. Oh my gosh, yeah, that's a cool VHS tape. Nintendo Power would send VHSs back then. There was a Pokemon one they would send. There was like a Banjo-Kazooie one. Definitely some neat stuff like that for sure. There was something else here I wanted to see. They used to do like celebrity profiles every month, so it's like they're playing it, you should play it too. I like the accessories here. Like, look at this. This is like a bike lock. It has nothing to do with Nintendo, but they're like preaching it as a Nintendo accessory. Keep unwanted hands off your wheels with the bike cop from Kansas Microtech. It's like, what does that have to do with Mario or any Nintendo characters? But the other things, like we got VHSs, we got the Game Boy carrying case, we got the 4-score. That's what we're talking about. But no, I wanted to go to the front here. And let's have a look at what the top games were in March of 1990. This is what we're looking for. No, this is the freaking table of contents. That's not what we're looking for. It's usually like right at the front though. Where am I missing it? Is it after Mario 3? I thought we looked right after Mario 3 though. Am I remembering things incorrectly, perhaps? I don't get it. I don't get where it's hiding, guys. Is that the back, like, at this point? Maybe we should just read the table of contents, and then we would know where to look. Players Paul's top 30 is on page 40. We found it. It was very difficult, but eventually we reached our destination. the number one NES game at this time was Ninja Turtles. You know, for as much as it kind of gets dunked on, thanks to a certain angry nerd, Ninja Turtles is a lot of fun on NES. Sure, Ninja Turtles was popular, so that no doubt contributed to the sales, but I think it's a really fun game, if not a little bit broken. Do I have any of the Nintendo Power VHS tapes to show? We could go down that road a little bit if you'd like. Let me get some things out here. It's gonna mess up my VHS organization a little bit. In fact, I might take a picture here just to make sure I put it all back the same way after, because it is kind of tightly packed. So, all right, we got a photo. It's the one thing I like about technology is you just go like, boom, photo, and then go back and reference that later. So, you want to see some Nintendo Power VHSs? Sure, we can handle that. 1 second, please. Will I get them here? It's like we got these ones. We've got these ones. And I've got these ones. Oh my gosh, because there are actually way more VHSs here than I even remembered there'd be. We should probably turn off the close-up cam for a second. Give it a bit of a break, since we're taking a VHS break, everyone, okay? Oh my gosh, the time is going by so fast. We haven't even gotten to any of that. We haven't gotten to this yet. So we're having a good night. Is everyone having a good night? Enjoying the things we're looking at here? This is kind of diverging from the Mario 3 discussion, but hopefully you still have fun. Hi, Lucky Bacon 2. Zelda 2 ranked pretty high. Heck yeah. Okay, we gotta go back to the close-up cam and wrap that up for one more second. Zelda 2 being 4th is pretty cool. Mega Man 2, Mario Bros 2, Dragon Warrior, Zelda, Mario 3. I mean, Mario 3, it's funny, you've played it on the Play Choice 10, and now it's coming home to your NES. This is just the beginning. So yeah, it's not like Mario 3 was like, ew, no one liked it, compared to Dragon Warrior and Mega Man 2. It ends up jumping up to the top and being there for like a million weeks or whatever. But yeah, it is cool to see just kind of what stuff is here. For sure. Okay, so coming back, I don't have any order to this because I had not expected to talk about it, but that's one of the things I like about the Comfy Classic Chats is like I prepare a bunch of stuff for us to look at, but you are always welcome to say like, well, what about this? And can you show this? And sometimes it may be possible, sometimes it may not be, but I like the the viewer participation as well. What they made #1 at the time, because everything was TMNT crazy, it contributed for sure, but I like TMNT 1. But yeah, it definitely, the TMNT palooza going on back then, no doubt helped. So this Super Tom Brother is no doubt what you're talking about. This is Enter the Jungle, November 21st. You got like, the nice Donkey Kong country tree kind of graphics going on. That is your DKC promo video sent to you through the mail. What else we got? So we'll kind of try and make an order out of this. This one is Yoshi's Island preview VHS. That would have come to you in the mail again back in the day. Here we got a Pokemon preview VHS. This one's pretty funny, I remember. And not only that, we got a Pokemon trading card game preview VHS, just because they gotta bombard you with as much Pokemon advertising as possible. I'm sure if Nintendo didn't go after Tengen and if their version of Tetris was licensed, it would have ranked higher than the Nintendo's NES Tetris. So again, I think it was probably also pretty early days. Tetris here 12. I'd be curious to see in other issues where that one ends up hitting, the heights and stuff it might do. But yeah, it's true. Tengen, of course, with the multiplayer and all that, might have had a bit more of an appeal. You never know. What other ones we got? This one right here, we've got Banjo-Kazooie preview VHS. We've got a Diddy Kong Racing preview VHS. Get ready for the must-have title of the year. Diddy Kong Racing is awesome. Like, you can't go wrong with Diddy Kong Racing. We've got the N64 Hot News, advertising a couple things. It's like Jet Force Gemini and Donkey Kong 64, which is pretty neat. And we've also got a Ubisoft one with like Rayman and Tonic Trouble and all those crazy guys. And, we even got like did I show this one? This is like the N64, like console overall preview video. I like how Stormtrooper was like a Nintendo 64 mascot back in the day. It's so weird. But that's a big old stack of promotional VHSs, and yeah, they are so neat. That's how they used to get things to you back in the day. They couldn't just send you a link, share a link with you on social media. They actually had to like send you a chunky VHS to watch. And our own cool little archive. Well, thank you, Salty Squids. Yeah, it's just so neat, you know, to have things and kind of archive them there. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! It's like it's just like had them all queued up, or I don't know. But we got Tyler Smith, we got Marcus Eddy, we got Cross, we got Master Hand 121. Thank you all so much for subscribing. I haven't looked at the number in a while. 43, 31,043. That's crazy. Again, thank you all so much for your support, and I'm gonna keep trying my best to bring you fun content. Hopefully this has been fun. Maybe it's been fun, maybe not, but I tried. I guess that's the most I could do. Mario 2 is a great platform with great controllers, or great controls. Oh yeah, I can't go wrong with any of that. So, this, I'm gonna have to reorganize my whole VHS collection now. Thanks guys, thanks. Don't you know this collection is just for looking? I'm not supposed to touch it. I think we'll work it all out. But okay, moving this aside. That was good though, that was really good. Let's see what else we can do. Did we end up looking at all this stuff? I think we looked at the Nintendo powers. We looked at Mario. So the other thing we were gonna look at, again, so compared to the big old chunky NES guide, it's cute how small the Game Boy Advance one was. It doesn't have like full maps or anything in it, but it does have just like little reviews of each of the levels. Sorry guys, let me reorganize that there. Like it talks about like some of the different Hammer Brother or enemies and stuff, some of the different mini games, and then it goes over each of the levels. It gives them each like a difficulty ranking, which is easy. Like here's 1-4, and it's kind of shoved up in the corner here. Gives it a difficulty rating of 3. In the back, it actually goes over the first 10 or so e-reader levels that were released in the West. And it doesn't go beyond that, which is too bad. It would have been cool if like it still reviewed the later levels that we never got. But unfortunately, it only goes up to those ones that were initially released. And those did have like official difficulty levels on the card, but the normal levels in the game didn't. Where are we here? So here we go. Like vegetable volley is difficulty 4. Is that true? That seems like a high difficulty for that one. Here we have Doors O' Plenty, had a difficulty of 5. So I like that it does cover the e-reader levels in the back. It's not like, again, maps or anything like that. The whole book is just kind of brief reviews, points of interest in each of the levels, but it's a cool little book. And again, I appreciate that it's small and compact, and also has that Mario 3 Japan kind of theming on the cover too, which we did not see on our covers in the West, but then like they still incorporated it into the guides for whatever reason. But that's Mario 3 in book form. I hope that you enjoyed that. 1 second, guys, if I could just have a drink here for 1 moment, please. Hopefully Celeste music is nice, super on the copyright train. I can mute this for like 5 seconds and my whole channel doesn't get deleted. 1 second. All right, hopefully that was good. But again, thanks everyone for watching, for your patience and understanding as I pretend to know what I'm doing. Hopefully I'm convincing. What do we got here? Favorite part of Mario strategy guides back in the day was the list of Mario baddies. I agree. We definitely talked about that. Here's your big old list of them. There you go. It wasn't until Mario World when they gave you a big old credits showing you what all of their names were. But back then, if you wanted to know what a Potaboo was, or a Buzzy Beetle, or a Piranhachus Giganticus, if you're calling it the big piranha plant, you are wrong. You are just objectively wrong, according to the Mario 3 strategy guide. Dude, yeah, it's like so cool. Different pages you get. Of course, the best page of all, the match game answers, everybody. Again, we saw those the person's homemade match game answers, but you can't go wrong with like the official thing in the strategy guide. Stretch, says Christian? Like on Twitch, did you redeem a stretch? Even though I don't think we're streaming to Twitch, but I'm sure we can do it. Like, give it an old stretch. Thanks, Christian. Thanks for that. Hope you are having an absolutely wonderful evening as we are entering like the later stages of the stream here. But it's been really fun, and I hope that you've been having a good one. You find physical strategy guides much more useful than online guides, especially for classic games. You plan to get some for a couple of classic fighting games you have on your radar. Nice, Retro Dakota. Hope you're having a great night. Thank you so much for watching. Yeah, I mean, of course, like fighting games, you know, you got to know all those different combos and stuff too. The strategies against each of the opponents. Very, very nice. Favorite part of learning all the hidden secrets you likely wouldn't have found or known about in the strategy guides, of course. Yeah, Mario 3 book. Again, not going to tell you about the golden mushroom, but it will teach you about things like the whistles and the white mushroom houses and all that. So, and of course, like all the weird secret rooms. So stay tuned if you want to learn more about those. Of course, there's some shorts coming in the future in that regard. But okay, we've got this. We are going to unbox this eventually. Do you want to unbox the challenge set? Or do you want to look at the mystery items? The Mario 3 mystery items. So I'll let you guys decide. This or off-screen secret thing. Let's see where we're headed next. You always wanted the Mario RPG where you collected Mario baddies like Pokemon. Unfortunately, ROM hacks is the best we have on that. Well, I mean, Paper Mario, you know, they're not like, you know, you get to team up with people or, you know, characters which were like traditionally always enemies in the early games, but then we are introduced to the fact that there are friendly ones out there as well. Raynok likes mystery, Christian likes the mystery, Retro Dakota likes mystery. I think it's a landslide for the challenge set, guys. Let's go. Off-screen secret things, says Lucky Bacon. Mystery sounds more appealing, says Salty Squids. You suck, challenge set. Nobody likes you. You've been completely outvoted by the off-screen mystery thing. But no, I like the challenge set. We'll definitely get to that. Off-screen secret thing? It is time, everybody, to get happy with your McDonald's Mario Happy Meal. Okay, this is not an advertisement. This is not a product placement. This is not even consistent because this bag is from like 2007. And I referenced it earlier in the stream when I talked about the Angry Video Game Nerd Nintendo Power review, where he's like, if you're reading Nintendo Power, you need a barf bag. And I think this is the exact bag he used in that episode, which again is like a product of the time because it came out, this bag is from like 2008 or so. It says like, go to mcdonalds.ca on it, so it's very Canadian. But I don't think they had that on the bag back in like the 1990. So this is the off-screen secret thing. You could arrest Super Tom Brother. But what we're actually going to be looking at is inside the bag. And it's much older than the bag itself. Looking at the cabinet here, I have this pin that says Nintendo Super Mario Bros. 3, 59 cents. You gotta collect them all. Let's I'll give you a nice close-up look at that. This pin right here from back in the day, back when you could actually buy something for only 59 cents. So collect them all. Just what the heck is it talking about? Well, I'm pretty sure it's talking about what is inside of our bag right here, which again is older than the bag itself. Because I think McDonald's like Happy Meals were in the box, like cardboard boxes, and then they switched the bags for a while, and now they're back to boxes again. But again, that might just be like a Canadian thing. I don't know. You guys can deny or confirm that. The Happy Meal probably hasn't broken down due to all the preservatives. Thankfully, there's no food in here, but I hope you still find it interesting. Sounds like let's make a deal. Good old the Monty Hall, the Monty Andrew problem. I like it. John Smith, hello from a Generation Xer in Northeast Ohio. Welcome. Hope you're having an absolutely wonderful evening as we talk about all things Mario 3 here. We've been having a lot of fun. I really appreciate you stopping by. Thanks for watching. Let's see what we got in here. We've got, maybe I'll do it like this. Set them up nice and high for you so you can see. The challenge set box still going to become useful here. We've got Mario we've got Paracoopa. We've got, I'll do this guy. We've got Luigi. And we've got Goomba. And we even have a sealed Paracoopa, which were McDonald's toys back in 1989 to advertise Super Mario Bros. 3. And here it says collect all 4. So this is all of them. This is all the McDonald's toys you could have got back in the day. And I think they actually are having a McDonald's Mario promotion right now for Mario Galaxy movie. And this sounds like I'm being paid to talk about this. I'm not. I swear I'm not. If McDonald's wants to hand over some of their billions into my wall, I would not complain. But this is not being sponsored, I promise you. This is all about Mario 3. You love Mario 3? You got it in March 1990, John Smith. That's so cool. That is so cool, having it like right at launch there. Oh my gosh. Had the Mario 3 Luigi toy for years. Yes, yes. I feel like at thrift stores, this is like the one you see more than any other one. The Luigi toy is everywhere. The Luigi toy, you wind them up. Oh my gosh, what do we got? We got King Spore. I think I missed a couple of you guys. I missed, oh my gosh, a few. Marcus, thank you for subscribing. Cal50, we got Young Lawlet, we got Piercing Maduman, and we got King Spore. Thank you so much for subscribing. I really hope you're enjoying. I keep forgetting that this is even here. Should this be like a weekly feature? It was only supposed to be there because I wanted to see together when like it passed 31,000, but then by the time we started, it was over. It was just over. but it's there. Again, I can't believe it. And just everyone who's been supporting and enjoying the content, thank you so much. And more to come, more to come. Chance, keeping track of subs per hour. I appreciate it. Do a Goomba flip, please, says Matt. Okay. Well, Mario's dead. What's the best way to show all of this to you? So the Goomba, can you guys see him? Hey, how should I demonstrate them? From here? Or should we get close up? Whatever you guys prefer. I've listened to you from to this point. I will take your advice from now. Hello, Kim DK87. Thank you so much for watching. I don't know. That's not nice. I mean, get out of here. No one. Why is anyone watching this? Don't you know this is a private stream for me and only me? Hope you're having a great night. Thanks for stopping by. Close up, everyone says. Okay, let's get nice and close here. Gotta do a little bit of cleanup here. So I think so yeah, this is the pin. I guess maybe the McDonald's employee would have wore back in the day. Like, I guess they came with Happy Meals, but again, for a massive 59 cents, breaking the piggy bank there. You could have got them all. So you could have got all 4. Oh God, who wants to do some quick math? 59 times 4 would be like $2.36, right? I think so. I think so. That's my calculation anyway. But okay, now that we've cleaned up everything, I guess I'll leave this here. It's kind of like a feature here. So what order should we do this in? So Luigi, he needs the most space, I think. Luigi, you wind him up. He doesn't wind up well on like the table though. How do you do this? Okay, so like this. You wind up the wheels, and then you let go, and he does like a spin. Oh, here we go. Oh God, he's like, why does he have to go off the table though? Like you do this. So that's the Luigi toy. He does like a bunch of cool tricks for you guys. Goomba, 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 Goomba. It's in the Canadian wild, says Matt. I appreciate you guys, being so. You guys are all so nice as well. It's not just me. It's like, we all kind of come here and create the comfy atmosphere. I can't do it alone. I appreciate you all so much. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you're all having wonderful evenings. And yeah, doing my best here to show some Mario toys. So Mario, he has like a plunger on the bottom. Actually, fine. You want the Goomba flip? Because it's probably better to show the Goomba first. The Goomba works really well still. Goomba has a suction cup here that like sticks to this flat part. So you do this, you push him down, and then you move your hand out of the way, and he flips, but he's supposed to do like an actual flip. Can we zoom in a little more? but can he like actually flip and land on his feet? And my hands are like totally in the way. He doesn't flip that well. So he kind of just keeps landing on his head. Goomba has massive brain damage. I was gonna laugh if like the one time he did it was off screen. Maybe we should do it like off of a surface. All right, Mario World 4, Mario Brothers 4, it's your time to shine. Oh, he landed! He landed! Oh, he landed again. Okay, I'm gonna zoom out a little. See, he just needs a little bit of a diving board. And there you go. Lands on his feet every time. So get yourself a Super Famicom copy of Mario World today to use for your Goomba flipping. Okay, he still landed. He still landed right side up. Highlight of the stream, says Panic. Silly guy, right? Silly guy. It's so much fun with the Goomba toys as a kid. Yours would always land the flip that Matt Rogers. Yeah, it's like really cool toys, right? Like there's not that much to them, but like they're fun. They are so fun. And Mario's supposed to be similar, where like he has the suction cup that's supposed to stick to this, and then like it would eventually unsuction, and he would spring upwards. But it doesn't suction very much anymore. But you still get like a really cool Raccoon Mario 3D figure, which is pretty nice. And then the last thing, oh, doing that has taken him off balance here. And then the last one is the Paratroopa. So the Paratroopa is supposed to have a hose, which connects to his backside here. Oh my gosh! Thank you so much, Dark Angel, for subscribing. Hope you're having an absolutely wonderful night and enjoying the stream. And so in the package here, you can see where it plugs in there. I have one with the hose that's like not bagged, and like of course I can't find it right now. But what it does is when you push this, it's like air gets pushed in, and he walks like his legs move thanks to the air. So that's how this one works. But even without that, it's still a cool Paratroopa figure. And that is the story of the Super Mario Brothers 3 McDonald's toys. And here's a close-up of the actual like sealed one in the packaging. McDonald's presents Nintendo Super Mario Brothers 3. Collect all 4 while supplies last. Koopa Paratroopa. Number 4. And if you want to find a McDonald's Goomba flip toy to buy on eBay, it's just, let's see, maybe he can do it. Goomba, come on, man, come on. You can do it from the ground. I know it. I have faith in you. It's been a long 36 years for Goomba, I guess. Mario's too old to get stuck anymore. Exactly. But there you go. That is some McDonald's Mario 3 stuff. I thought you guys might enjoy seeing that. And again, it doesn't like come in this bag. This bag was from 2008 or so. But it matches. So you get Donkey Kong on the back. And like I said, I think they're having like another Galaxy promotion now. Mario and Pokemon are like every year or two. It's like their toys show up at McDonald's, but you can't go wrong with the classics. Any questions about the Mario McDonald's toys? Do you want to see Goomba do an epic flip like the top here? The problem is you wouldn't see him land it. Okay. The cool thing about the VHSs is we can create like as high of a platform as we want. Let's see if we can make him flip from like here and land here. Could you imagine? All right, here we go. Actually, he jumps backwards. He does the backflip. So. Ta-da! I don't think he's gonna be flipping again anytime soon. If I'm being honest. But yeah, that was the McDonald's Super Mario. That was the McDonald's Super Mario Brothers 3 toys, everybody. He landed though. He landed. He's right side up. He did it. He finally did it. Thanks for subscribing, Peace Walker. If that's a reference to Metal Gear Solid, I love your game. It's really good. Oh boy. But okay, I think that's the toys. The toys are really good. We gotta get to the box. We gotta look at the challenge set box here. Manufacturers, exactly, right? All right, one more time, one more time. Moving on. What should we do here? So we're gonna unbox the challenge sets. Let's go. So we'll move this aside for now. Move this sort of stuff over here. One moment, please, as we get a little bit rearranged. The Mario 3 pin. So that's the Mario 3 pin. The other thing I have, pin-wise, is this guy. This one's really cool. This might have been like an official Nintendo like repairman pin back in the day, which is pretty rad. So there you go. This is the song that like was playing one time and the audio went all crunchy. And it was probably not the song's fault, but it scares me. So we're gonna switch that, and then we'll probably still go crunchy anyway. But I appreciate you all putting up with my nonsense here. This is so much fun, Matt. I'm so glad. That's the point. This is supposed to be just like the silliest, most laid-back fun thing that you could possibly watch on a Saturday evening. So every Saturday at 8 p.m. we do silly stuff with varying levels of success. But I'm glad you've been enjoying. Now you see me 1 frame later, now you don't, says Lucky Pig. That's good. That pin Mario looked like a bellhop. He did. Looked like a bit of a bellhop, you're so right. Okay, that's why they don't mind falling off cliffs. They always land on their feet chance. I like that. I like that. The Goomba wasn't AI fake. Oh boy. So here is the Mario 3 challenge. Oh my god, all this time. I thought you could see me. I'm so mad. I'm so mad. Here I am talking like a big moron, and you guys couldn't even see me. So this is what I'm talking about. I pretend I know what I'm doing. That was silly. Basically, this is what we're supposed to be looking at. I guess, like, sometimes I do just kind of like leave it on that because I plan to come back to it. But if I don't, you guys can like scream in the chat that we can't see you. But maybe that's a good thing. Maybe everyone was happy with the break from having to look at me. How silly are we getting, Carbon Spire? We are in the silly zone. But this is the last thing, and then we can all be relieved of the silliness. So the NES challenge sets. This is a bit of a later one. It says on the back, copyright 1992. I believe I read somewhere. Indeed, I did. So we're talking like Super Nintendo is already out by this point, and they're still trying to sell you of their previous console. This system that set the standard. It includes the astounding game graphics, vivid color and sound, and high-powered accessories, like the U-Force and the Rollin' Rocker, of course. You can't see me! That's real. Liar, I can see it. Does the Famicom racing game where Mario and Luigi drive a monster truck? I do. It's like 3D Hot Rally, right? It is like way over there. But we do indeed have it. We do seem to talk about the disc system a lot though, which is funny enough. The reel's just joking around. Don't worry, Matt. But yeah, so this one comes with Mario 3. It also inside has Mario 3 and 2 controllers, and you get some screenshots of Mario 3 to go along with it. And this is Nintendo brings home proven power in arcade video action. So let's unbox the challenge set here. Let's get on with what we're supposed to be doing. So here we go. Pull out the styrofoam just like that. Let's set this back up here. Kind of give some background graphics there. So take off the styrofoam. And what do we get inside? So maybe I should be doing a bit more of a close-up of this. It would probably make a bit more sense. Well, Luigi still had some spunk in him there when I lifted them up in his wheels after being wound up. So I'll put this back on. And we'll do another reveal over here. All right, let's zoom out. That is not out. And what's the thing? Something like that. Like this. All right. Ta-da! So this is the inside of the Super Mario Bros. 3 NES Challenge Set bundle, you get your instruction manual. Your Mario 3 box is looking a little bit different than the one we looked at earlier. It has a big old sticker on the front, making it very clear that this is the copy of the game that came included with the challenge set, not for resale. So I guess, the retailer couldn't take this out and try and sell it separately. Unfortunately, it meant that people like ripped it off the top and the back because it really like wraps around the entirety of the box. They could have just used like a nice X-Acto knife to open that up, but they didn't. So now, it is what it is. But the front, really looks distinct compared to the other copy, which is not for resale. I just finished watching the Golden Mushroom and Mario 3 video. Great video. Thank you so much, Lucas Production. Thank you. Really appreciate that. And Joe also subscribing. And we got Al Lou, or is it AI Lou? I never know if it's Al or AI. Because a capital I, for some reason, has to look exactly the same as a lowercase L. But regardless, thank you so much. Hope you're having a great night. Retro Dakota, the way the sticker is put on really makes Mario look angry, like he's missing. Oh my gosh, it does too. It really does. That is so silly. One of us, says Lucas. Or says Chance to Lucas. So again, Lucas, thank you. Again, I'm so happy people have been enjoying that video. I can't believe we're up to like 3162 now down there. Can you imagine when we're at B3313? What would that be, like 33,013? It doesn't work. I need to lose like 28,000 subscribers so I can have 3,313. But this will do. This will do, I think. Again, thank you everyone for your support. So the challenge set here, again, came box. It's nice that it actually came complete with the box, because we see other bundles where it's just the cart that comes in the box. But the fact they actually included an entire box copy of Mario 3 is really neat. And another thing we need to discuss about this, but actually we will zoom out again. Another thing about the challenge set you might have noticed. In fact, I have a bit of a quiz for you guys. Clean up a little bit here. Oh my gosh! Lucas with the $10 super chat, thank you! I hope that there was an animation for it to really set things off, but thank you, Lucas, thank you. I'm so happy you've enjoyed the video, enjoying the stream here, talking a little bit more about Mario 3 in the more like physical merchandise form. But thank you so much. Thank you so much, Lucas. That really means a lot. Can I give that one a heart? Why can't I give that one a heart? I don't know. Sometimes it lets you give them a heart, sometimes it doesn't. But again, really happy that you're enjoying the stream, and hope you enjoyed what we're about to look at here. Oh yeah, B3313 can work, so that's like 83,313. We got a bit of a ways to go, but it's coming. It's coming. Ever so, happily there. I'm not complaining. It's, I can't believe the support, especially as a result of the Golden Mushroom video. So thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. Hype says Chance. Absolutely. So let's compare this box to this box here, and tell me if you can tell a difference between an NES box that came out in 1992 versus the NES box that came out in 1988. What's one kind of difference that you notice about them? I mean, there's probably a couple differences, really. But there's one thing that's particularly interesting about things that came out after the Super Nintendo came out. Let's go, Christian. Again, Lucas. Lucas, thank you so much. And Christian, too, earlier, with the super chats there, really means a lot. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Your support, it's everything. This channel couldn't be anything without everyone's kindness and support. So thank you so much for being here. But people seem to be having a really close look at the boxes. I know it's kind of tough maybe to see exactly what we're talking about. Oh my gosh, this is not going to end well. This is not going to end well. The stream could end right now, guys, if I break everything. We're going to zoom in. Whoop. Whoop. Something like that. It probably looks really blurry and bad. I forgot I could do this. Maybe I should have been doing this all night. All right, stop the stream. We're starting over, starting from scratch. One came with Mario 3? Christian, I don't know how you ever noticed that one. That is very true, but perfect B3313 music. I love it. I love it. Mario 3 has the bros on the left. That's right, Super Tom Brother. And the Mattel logo. Oh no, my Canadianness is showing. So after the Super Nintendo came out, Nintendo had to devise a way to distinguish between the NES and the Super Nintendo. So you see consoles that came out after the Super Nintendo released, and games as well, added this red bar to the top that says Nintendo Entertainment System. And it's not just for the consoles. Let's compare a game. The version that came out before the SNES was in full swing, and then after, they add that red bar to the top as well to make it clear that when you're looking at this at the store, it's not for that newfangled Super Nintendo. It's for your old crusty Nintendo Entertainment System. So that's kind of a thing. Like, you'll see all of the later boxes have that. Like up here, you can see the control deck in there, maybe ever so barely. Oh my gosh, can I get that out without breaking everything? Time to prove this is not just a green screen back here, everybody. We can move the old dog bone out of the way. A couple of manuals and some other jazz here. Put that there. And then we get this guy down. This is, of course, we're talking like super late NES days. You know, the NES top loader. And see, you got that red bar branding on top there. The air is getting in. Oh no, it's getting all ruined. Okay, hopefully that was only a couple of seconds of air. I only need to throw out this half of the cabinet this time. I had to spend a lot to replace this half, or like the whole thing, that last time I opened it, but hopefully half's not too bad. Oh my, what is this? What is this? Thank you. Thank you. That's crazy. Again, Scott, we got Pie Guy, we got the Shift Key, we got Keith, we got Mario Taz, and we got Christopher Knox. Thank you so much for subscribing. Hope you are having an absolutely excellent night. And if you're watching the stream, hope you're enjoying that too. But yeah, so later NES stuff got that red bar on top to kind of distinguish the fact that it was NES and not Super NES. And that even applied to cartridges too. So where am I here? So like, here's the Mario 3 cartridge we unboxed way back at the beginning of the stream. And then if we look at the one that comes inside of that challenge set box, because, you know, we're talking like 1992 by this point, you can see that it actually has, you know, that red bar on top of the cartridge as well. So it's interesting that, you know, Nintendo developed that branding. Can you see that from there? Maybe, maybe not. But yeah, it's kind of a weird fun fact that I feel like doesn't get mentioned all that much, but I find it neat that they kind of distinguished it with that red bar. So if you ever see that, you know what you are buying is a later release in the NES's life. And the last thing to mention in regards to the challenge set here, I believe, is, oh man, it looks weird without the console up here. It's like a big old space now. Let's put that back, perhaps, if I can, without breaking everything. Oh, just barely. Just barely got it. Something like that. But again, I hope you're having a great night, everyone. So the last thing we're probably gonna look at here is, again, inside of this challenge set. Let me move these out of the way. Like this. So one last thing to look at here. Is this doing a thing? 1 second. Thank you so much. I guess I have that keyboard as well for that. Inside of the challenge set box, you get a big old poster. Let's unfold that and have a look at what it says. This is a big old foldout with instructions on how to set up your NES. Again, I tell you, things are gonna break. So if that's your thing, this is the stream for you. No, thankfully, it's a big old poster telling you how to set up your Nintendo Entertainment System. With your RF switch, plugging it all in, lists the steps ever so nicely. Carrying precautions, step 1, don't drop it, as Andrew is so famously known for. Hi Christian, hi Fennec. Only Good Games official. Hope we're doing well. Kind sir, your setup is looking brilliant. Thank you. Thank you so much. We're having fun. We're having fun unboxing things, dropping things. It's all good. And then here, let's make sure this is kind of unfolding properly there. And on the back, you get a big old poster with like all the games, which were relevant at the time. Or not even really. Like some of these are like really early NES releases, mixed in with ones that were later. Like we got Snake Rattle and Roll, beside Kung Fu. Like Kung Fu is like OG black box title. And then Snake Rattle and Roll, which is like a few years later. Of course, you got Mario 3, Dragon Warrior. They're all first party Nintendo stuff, or at least like games that Nintendo published. The only game under Arcade Classics at this point is Donkey Kong Classics. So like, you know, Mario Bros, Donkey Kong 3, get out of here. No one is looking for you. Of course, you got the Power Pad games, 4-player games. It still says programmable games, even though Excitebike is like hardly programmable, considering there was no Famicom data recorder, which you probably can't see because this big old box is in the way right now. Famicom data recorder. So you couldn't save your levels, but I guess you could technically still make them. But yeah, this is cool. Big old poster that came packaged in with the NES Challenge set, and some other like NES sets back in the day too. Later ones though, not like the earlier ones. But yeah, let's fold that back up ever so carefully as not to destroy it. And there you go. In North America, Nintendo tended to bundle NES with systems with first-party games. Europe, however, got exclusive TMNT bundle, says Super Tom Brother. And I was thinking a lot recently as well about the fact that Japan never had console bundles. It's so interesting, right? Like, when you think of the launches of the consoles here, you know, Super Nintendo came with Mario World. You had the, you know, the sets that came with like, what's it called? Mario Duck Hunt here, and, you know, other ones too. Of course, Mario 3. But Japan, the Famicom, was never bundled with the game. The Super Famicom was never bundled with the game. The N64 was never bundled with the game. N64 bundles were, of course, a little bit more rare. There's like the Pokemon Stadium one and such. Normally it was just, you know, the different Fantastic colors, but they still didn't come bundled with the game. And then that's why with the Wii, Reggie had to convince Iwata to bundle Wii Sports with it in North America, but Japan never got Wii Sports bundled with it. So Japan just like in bundling is like no go. It doesn't happen over there. Just never turn off your NES or remove the cartridge Carbon Spire and you can play those Excitebike tracks forever. Of course, the modern way is just do it on like Nintendo Switch Online where you can use a save state there. You have a lot of system CIB, but sadly no SNES or NES CIB consoles. You want to get the DKC 1 and 2 NES SNES bundles. And that's what I have right there. Let's see. So you have right there for the NES. Oh, like the challenge set. Cool. Last console you got CIB was an original Xbox. Mint, basically new. Still need a Dreamcast CIB also. No, that's very, very cool. Only Good Games official. Yeah, CIB consoles are a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun to unbox them and see what's going on in there, see what it might have looked like back in the day, to get one new. And that's kind of what's fun to do here too. But with that, I think that's about every Mario 3 related thing I had set up here for you guys tonight to have a look at. I'll probably remember something once we end stream, but it's been a good one. It's been a really fun one, guys, and I appreciate that you know, everyone joined and had a lot of fun. Japan wanted you to pay individually for everything, says Super Tom Brother. It's true. It's kind of how they did things back there, it would seem. November Guy for subscribing. Thank you. Thank you. Again, I yap too much. Sometimes I miss the thing, but I still caught the radar thing down here telling me that you subscribed. And of course, thanks again, everyone, for all the stuff that you've supported tonight and done everything. It really means a lot. But with that, I think let's put this away. Let's wrap this all back up nicely. Whoop, what am I? Mario 3 not back in its proper spot. Styrofoam goes back on. This guy slides over here. Challenge set box here. Styrofoam, ever so gently, goes back in. Putting things back into a box is like always better done with two people. So one can hold the box, one can hold the styrofoam, but we'll manage, we'll manage. And then just like that, your challenge set is all bundled back up. There you go. Salty Squids 99, thank you so much. Yes, everyone, take care. Your display's legit. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I tried to make it a little more spiffy with the lighting and everything. I had this light on in front of me on like full blast today, which I don't always. So hopefully it's made the stream like a little less kind of like weird, blurry. I don't know, but we can adjust with the old slider switch here. How things look, right? Like that's I like this vibe, but then also I'm kind of hard to see. So it's like you gotta balance it. It's not easy to balance. Challenge success, says Chance. Yes. Hope everyone had a good one. I'll turn that light back up so I can wave goodbye and you'll actually be able to see it. That's like middle. This is like in between what we had earlier and what I just had briefly there. But thanks everyone. Thank you so much. The red Wii, only good games official. Can you see it? Can you see the red? Oh, this red Wii, yes. And there's also, of course, off screen, both boxed and unboxed. You get the weird flip top Wii as well, with like no Wi-Fi, no GameCube. It's essentially like a GameCube Wii, which again, it doesn't play GameCube, but it reminds me a lot of a GameCube, where it's like it's all offline, the lid opens up, just put your disc in there, and it's like boom, that's all you got. But it sounds like a topic for another week here. Welcome, 55 new subs to the party, Chance. Thank you everyone. Oh my gosh, it's still going. It's still going again. So like before the stream began, it hit 31. So it's almost been like 100 subscribers in the last couple hours, which is just mind blowing. Oh my gosh, guys. Thank you. Thank you so much for all of your support. I'm so glad that whether you've been watching for a while or you just discovered the channel, you've been enjoying the content, and I'm going to do my best to keep on making fun stuff. So hope that you continue to enjoy. More Goomba Flip? He died, right? Like, where did he go? Is that how we should send it off? With another big old Goomba Flip? Okay, what should we flip onto though? Something that, if it explodes, because it probably will, it's not the end of the world. So like, we'll bring back my Mario VHSs here, which are already like sufficiently worn as a result of me watching them 40,000 times as a kid. We'll try this one more time. One more time. And if he explodes and goes like all the way to the other side of the room, there's nothing I can do. Is this on video? It is. One more. Get him a little bit closer to the edge maybe. He's not gonna stay. He's not gonna stay. He's gonna have such bad brain damage. Ta-da! All right, everyone. All right. Hello, found your channel through the Star Tropics video a few months ago. Thank you. I had so much fun making that one. Like the 4-hour Star Tropics video always makes me so happy to hear that people watch that and enjoy it. So thank you so much. Sorry, we're just wrapping up here. But we had fun looking at Mario 3 tonight. And if hopefully you enjoyed what you might have seen. You ever did Mario Advance 4 with the e-reader cards? Oh, the only Mario Advance 4 thing I got out to look at was the manual. Again, e-reader card stream is coming up. Not quite yet, because I think we've done a lot of Game Boy recently. But there will be more Game Boy soon, and we'll definitely look at more Mario Advance 4 then. As Christian just, thank you, Christian, brought up there, we do have a Discord server, so please consider joining that, where you can hear about the upcoming streams, as well as a bunch of other gaming-related stuff. Add backflipping Goomba to the outro, says Matt. You never know. You never know. And see you on Tuesday for another part, I think part 17 of B3313. But thanks everyone. take care, and have a wonderful evening and rest of your weekend.